Hey everyone, it's Jasmine with Teens for Sharks, and I'm here with Ashley. So, Ashley, do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yep, my name's Ashley. I'm a licensed esthetician. I specialize in some holistic modalities as well. I've been practicing since 2015, and I've been passionate about skincare since I was a young girl. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know we connected through our mutual passion for the ocean and sharks.
yeah,
Which
absolutely.
yeah, it's been really great talking to you about it. So I'm excited that
Mhm.
we're talking here today.
Yeah.
So first I'm going to go over like a few things about why coral reefs are important, what other threats they face, and also what you need to look for in the stores as far as coral reef safe sunscreen. So coral reefs are important to us because they protect us from storms and erosions. They provide jobs for communities that live by the water, and they provide recreation for mental health and just for fun, especially with the ecotourism. If you guys don't know, it's where they make money through eco-friendly tourism, like, swimming with sharks and stuff like that. They are also a main source of food and medicine for the people who live by the reefs, which is obviously extremely important. It's been known that the net economic value of the world's coral reefs is actually tens of billions of dollars per year.
Mm.
So they are very important to all of us, but especially I did want to mention that they're culturally important to the indigenous people around the world.
Mm.
Not only that, but these coral reefs have a lot of biodiversity, which is extremely important for a healthy environment. And by us destroying them, it's not going to look good for our future. So other threats that I did want to include is pollution, sedimentation, unsustainable fishing practices, and climate change. Especially with the rising ocean temperatures, it causes ocean acidification, which can be extremely bad for the stress on corals, leading to coral bleaching. And I know that coral bleaching can also come from certain chemicals in the actual sunscreen that we wear. Um,
Mm. Yes.
I did also want to mention the recovery time. It can take many years for them to fully heal. We're always testing new ways to help coral reefs, but if we continue the damages that we're putting on them, it might be becoming too big to actually fix them. Um, so I did also want to mention is that you need to check your labels when you're in the stores, because if you know anything about like clothing, they'll say that it's eco-friendly, but it's really not. And it goes the same
Mhm.
for reef safe sunscreens.
Yep.
I'll put a list up of what you need to look for of ingredients, but you need to look at the actual labels because
Yeah.
they could be lying to you. So um,
Absolutely. It's crazy.
I know it's so weird. I don't understand why they do that. But I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Okay, perfect. I want to talk about the difference between mineral and chemical sunscreen. Not many people know the difference. So the main difference between mineral and chemical sunscreen is that the chemical sunscreen acts like a sponge and absorbs the UV light, while mineral sunscreen acts like a shield and reflects the sun. Um, Mineral sunscreen also doesn't absorb to the skin, it sits on the surface. Also, with chemical sunscreen, there's a 15-minute wait before you go outside or into the sun. With mineral sunscreen, you kind of just slap it on and you can go, which is great. Um, and also, mineral sunscreen is great for sensitive skin, people like myself. And also, the main ingredient in chemical sunscreen that is bad for the coral reef is called oxybenzone. Um, which is responsible for the bleaching and the damaging of the coral reefs. And I had just found out recently that Hawaii had banned chemical sunscreen in 2022, specifically with oxybenzone. And another thing to put in perspective with the difference between mineral and chemical sunscreen, I had read a quote from a dermatologist, and he had said mineral sunscreen is like a healthy home cooked meal, while chemical sunscreen is like the fast food of sunscreens. Also, another thing I had found out not too long ago, which is crazy to me, a single drop of chemical sunscreen is enough to contaminate a coral reef environment the size of 6.5 sized Olympic swimming pool. Um, also, people have said they noticed like after they come off a cruise ship, they could see like a slick film over the top of the ocean, and usually that is chemical sunscreen. And how often you apply SPF is every 2 hours, no matter how high the SPF is. Um, and the way I apply sunscreen and how much I apply is I use a two-finger method from the crease of my finger to my fingertip, these fingers here, and I just kind of dot it on the face and thoroughly rub that in. Um, and sunscreen is very important. I'm very passionate about sunscreen. Everybody should wear it. I wear it every single day. Yeah, so
You're glowing.
sunscreen is great as long as it's not ruining the coral reefs.
Yeah. Awesome. That was great. So we're probably going to wrap it up, but I know I'm going to put at the end what we discussed separately off the camera of stuff that you recommend people to use. So if you guys are interested, just wait till the end of the video and you'll get to see what she's recommended for Reef Safe sunscreen. So thank you for coming on today. I'm so excited.